to regulate any possibility of, rather to regulate mining and to prevent illegal mining. And in as far as Meghalaya is concerned, after the NGT banned the unregulated rat hole mining, overall collective endeavor by the government and the tribunal was that we facilitated the starting of legal mining in which conforms to the various requirements of various statutory laws in respect of coal mining. Now, the same thing has been brought to the notice of the Honorable Supreme Court. Honorable Supreme Court has heard the case, and Honorable Supreme Court has its own judgment. As you recollect, I think 3rd of July 2019, that whole judgment came. And this judgment is still operational. The judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, in other words, become a kind of law which the state should abide by, because the overall operational part of the judgment, it provides two special things. One is that the coal which is under the surface of the land shall belong to the owner of the land. Okay. Therefore, every mining activities in respect of coal mining shall be governed by these mining in areas which belong to individuals other than government. Okay. Now, therefore, it has become necessary for people to embark upon the whole process of proceeding further for getting all the necessary clearances from the statutory bodies. And legal mining should start. That is one part. Then another part is the already extracted coal, which was still lying in the coal-bearing districts, must be disposed of by a mechanism which was prescribed by the Honorable Supreme Court in its judgment. Now, what was the judgment? The judgment says this projected quantum of coal as reflected by a new inventory which was submitted by the government. And if you recollect, government in 2018 and 19 resubmitted a revised inventory to indicate that there was still substantial quantity of extracted coal in the different coal-bearing districts, which was not a fact. In fact, I have raised this issue because your figure of the extracted cost was already available with the NGT. It was already available with the government's authority, meaning the concerned department. And out of that inventory which was reflected in the initial assessment was already allowed in phases to be transported and disposed of, which was regulated by the relevant laws. And subsequently, of course, for the best reason known, NGT decided to do it in a piecemeal. So it took time. The government tried to assist the coal miners who, as per inventory, had still the stock, to ensure that they are able to transport and dispose of all this coal and proceed further for the legal mining by resorting to all the necessary procedure to conform with the necessary requirements of different statutory bodies and have the ultimate go ahead as per the legal mandate. Now, therefore, after 2014 till 18, the coal which was inventorized and submitted and which was available with NGT and also with the Honorable Supreme Court, how can it suddenly jump manifold? That was the question. Now, in the beginning only, in 2018-19, I have said that this is a modus operandi, scripted, designed to ensure that there is a transportation of the coal in the name of this quantity which was reflected in their inventory, new inventory, which was almost 32 lakh metric ton, I remember, 32 lakh metric ton How can 2-3 lakh metric tons suddenly become 32 metric tons? Therefore, number of times this issue has been flagged. Number of times. Now, after that, the government has always been in a denial mode. Number of aggrieved parties and number of concerned citizens have filed FIRs in different police stations. The cases were registered, but then investigations showed that there were no evidence. Now, therefore, every case that was brought to the police station as an FIR, which was registered, and ultimately police came up with no charge sitting because there was no evidence as far as the claim of the police is concerned. Now, how is it possible that when there is a rampant illegal mining taking place, that the police could not establish any evidence at any point of time? And at the same time, when you look at this, please remember, therefore we say that police organization is an integral part of administration of justice. Therefore, was there any dedicated police officer who was assigned? Now, Honorable Court has also taken cognizance of this issue, but Honorable Court also has to take cognizance of this issue that police have all the time decided to be rather brilliantly telling the court that there was no evidence. If evidence were not available by the police for each and every case which has been registered in the police stations, then I have reasons to believe that yes, there is a need for an investigation by an authority or an agency which is free from political influence. Police must have been at the receiving end. Therefore, they have not been able to establish any evidence. I have reasons to believe. Now, I have also said, simple thing, if in Salang area you see lots of outsiders in the market coming to buy their daily ration, why are they there? If illegal coal mining is not taking place, why are they there? If there are thousands of, forget about thousands, even if hundreds of these laborers from outside are there in Noal Bibra area, in Jadi area, where are they from? Is the police not duty bound to even find out from the perspective of infiltration, illegal immigration? Keeping in mind that we are having such a long international border with Bangladesh, international border which is referred to as porous. Therefore, is it not a fact that there are hundreds of other workers in different parts of the coal-bearing districts? If they are there, then it is something which is considered as a lead point for the police to further proceed with investigation.